Right, it's the next day now. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's what is the day today? Actually, it's Wednesday today. Just off to pick some more plaster up for that job, and then I've got to pick the pipe fittings up for Andrews, and I've got to get some diesel. And yeah, it's just one of the mornings really. Usually I like to get everything the night before really, but obviously everything was shut last night by the time I got in. So as long as I've got a cup of tea with me, I can live. Yum, 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 yum. 5 are the best. Right, it's 10 to 8 now on Wednesday morning. Got this little room to start skimming up now, so I'm just gonna SBR everything and then get on with this. So moving on fast, if I can just get this room done today. I've messaged the people asking if they'll let me leave the hallway and that for a week, and they've read the message. I've seen the 2 ticks, but they haven't got back to me, so I'm hoping that they're gonna be alright about it. We'll see anyway, but let's get this SBR'd up with a little beggar mix of I've been using that SBR because that's what he left there for me, and then I just put a little drop of that in it just to give it a bit of colour, and that seems to work well. So I won't bore you with me doing that. I'll come back to you later when something's done, otherwise the videos will get a bit repetitive and I don't really want that. All SBR'd in here, and looking at this, it could take a little while longer than usual to dry because I would have ideally liked to prepare it yesterday, but I just didn't have time for that. So if it takes a bit longer, that's fine with me. I could do with just being made to slow down a bit today. It's my own fault for being so busy. But I've just got a message back from the people, and they're quite happy for me to leave this hallway for a week or so, so that really takes the edge off me tomorrow. So I can get into my neighbours tomorrow, and I've got about half a day in there Friday before we go away Friday afternoon, just to really crack on and get head in now. And I woke up this morning, I never do this is not me at all. I woke up this morning at 3:30, just thinking of work, squeezing everything in and worrying too much, you know, like you do in the middle of the night. We all wake up with ridiculous worries that we can't do nothing about at 3 o'clock in the morning. But I woke up at about 3:30, and I don't think I went off again till about 5. I sort of watched the sun come up. It's quite nice really. But it just shows that work's playing on my mind a bit. I never do that. I'm a really sound sleeper, you know. Once I'm gone, wake up for a couple of toilet breaks in the night, but usually I'm all good all the way through. Nothing really bugs my head that much. Probably just except when I've got too much work and I know people are waiting for me. That's the main thing for me. It's like not wanting to let people down. It's never about looking after me, it's always about keeping them happy, which is ridiculous because most people, if you do what I've done for this, just text people, ring people, say, look, blah, 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 I'm going to be a few days later. 9 times out of 10, they go, yeah, that's fine. But as someone that's got a conscience and likes to keep people happy, I sort of take that on board and I keep it in until the last minute when it's bursting out of me, and then I'll sort of ring them and say, look, I'm really sorry. I should learn to just do it in the future. But anyway, that's my problem, but I'm just explaining it, just being real, because I've had some really nice comments off of a lot of you just saying that you're enjoying the channel and you enjoy how real it is. And I've obviously answered you all back. I try and answer everyone back that comments because I just appreciate anyone taking the time to watch me and comment on me really. But yes, I really do like to try and keep things as real as possible. You know, if I make a mistake, if I do a rough job, I'll always show it really, because that's the nature of work. We're not machines, we're not robots. Sometimes we have off days. And I don't want to come across as this bloke that does his pristine work every time, because it's a load of old crap really. You know, we all muck up at times, or sometimes we can't be bothered just to get that extra bit done, you know. We just, oh, that'll do, decorate, we'll sort it out. Well, I'm usually the decorator anyway, so. But yeah, so just a massive thumbs up and a big show of appreciation for you lot really for watching me. I've enjoyed doing this channel, and hopefully I'll continue to enjoy it really. I think I found my groove now. I started this about 15 months ago properly, I think, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go or what I was going to show. I can be a bit of an idiot with like doing silly impressions and things like that, and I thought it might be like a bit of a plasterer, decorator, stroke, silly comedy channel, but I quickly learned that you can't be them things. People don't want to watch me with a Bruce Forsyth mask on plastering walls. You might do, I don't know. But I found that when I try to push it a little bit more like that, a couple of subscribers would drop off, and so I thought to myself, right, now people tuning in, they want to see me doing some proper work. They don't want fucking Mike Yarwood with a plastering tray in his hand. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to get on, I'm going to have my tea, which is there. There's another room done. That's the 3 bedrooms up here all done now. So I've just got a hallway at some point. I'm absolutely shattered. That's a lot for me, a room in a day. Even though it's like a little room, it's about 3 metres by 2.4, 2.5. But it's a lot of, still a lot of work, I think, in a room. I'm not used to doing a room in a day, if I'm honest. Maybe I've just been lazy over the years, I don't know. But you know, by the time you've got all your SBR on, mix up, trail up, clear up. So I put that one in 2 hits, that one. What did I do? I put the, let's take you back. I put the ceiling on, and I put that wall on. Once that was almost ready for the final polishings, I then chucked that, and that one. It was quite a fiddly one, you know, sockets, little silly bits of door frame. They don't look much, but they take longer than had it been a whole wall, you know. I'd rather that be a whole wall than having this stupid bit down here, because it's just fiddly, really. Obviously setting your beads on, doing your reveals, good clear up after. It all takes time, doesn't it? So yeah, anyway, that's that done. So now I'm just about to pop over to Andrew's now and try and get his bog working, so I'll take you over there with me. But tomorrow I'm in my neighbour's house opposite, so that'd be a nice little change actually, so I'll show you that as and when. Now it's just gone 6 o'clock and I've just left Andrew's. I've got the toilet working, I've got it filling, I've got it flushing, but there was a couple of leaks. There was a leak under the cistern where I'd done the nuts up, and I think the waste had a little leak in it as well. And when I went to turn it off, on the isolation valve, that wasn't shutting off properly. I had to really force that, and I thought any minute now the isolation valve's going to start leaking. And then I made the decision, right, enough is enough. I'm not a plumber, I'm not doing this. So what I did, I come out to the van and I rang up a lovely bloke I know who's a plumber called Mark, and he is an absolute top man. And road closed. Is it closed? I don't know if it is. Let's try it. You know, sometimes these things say road closed. When you get down there, only half of it's closed. But anyway, so yes, I rang Mark up, and he is a top man, and he is going to come and do the toilet for me on Monday, and then he's going to look at that bath, that big cast iron bath. I'll put some pictures to it here, and then we are going to do the bath together, and he's going to get me right out of trouble. He's a good bloke, Mark. He's about my age, similar sort of bloke to me, really, you know, nice, friendly, easygoing nature. So yeah, that's that. But I just had to draw a line under it before I ended up
causing disaster. I'm too tired and too much else going on in my head to sort of really worry about doing that. So yeah, I've actually looked after myself once.
So this is tomorrow's job, well, next few days' job really. This is what the aggro is, trying to squeeze all these things in. So this is where I will be tomorrow now. Got this media unit that I need to paint and spray. I've been told that this comes out, I don't think it's been hardwired properly in yet, or it's just very easy to get out. This acoustic panelling at the back isn't fixed, so that should just pull out. So a little bit of masking up, I'll take the handles off and things. And then that needs to be all primed on the inside and then painted on the outside. I'm just looking at the paints here. I don't know if I've got enough paint there. What we got here? I'm not sure. I'll look at all that tomorrow. It's getting on now. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. The coving's got to come off. They want the coving off. So that's obviously going to make a bit of a mess underneath there. Coving off there. I've got to put a little box around these pipes because I've got a little boy now and the pipes get hot, so you don't want him touching that. Only a small job. So the coving's got to come off all the way up. This wallpaper's got to come off. And I've got to put panelling up there. I did some panelling in here a while ago. I don't know if any of you remember that video. It was quite a while ago. But I put this panelling on. So we're going to have the same style as that sort of shaker style. Going up the staircase. What else have I got to do? Obviously I've got to decorate all that. Decorate these walls. I've just got no time to be doing this really. Well, I have, but I'm going away the weekend. I'm going away for 3 or 4 days, and the people here are back next Friday, I think. It's mad. And then next door, which is through that wall, I've got a couple of ceilings in there to decorate and a couple of odds and sods. Oh, skirting. I've got to chuck some skirting on around here. Which has just got a... Oh, okay, I'll pop over to Howden's and pick some lengths of skirting up. So nice work, but it's going to be pressured trying to get it all done. So anyway, I've had a shower now. And this is a new top actually. I bought a couple of these pink ones. I just thought the pink went with the plastering theme. So this has not been used for work yet, this one. So yeah, I've just back from Andrews and a bit messy and grubby on that old toilet floor. You don't know what you're touching there, so... I've bought myself something. I come back, I had a bit of a funny queasy tummy, so I bought myself something to take that away and take my mind off it, so I bought one of these. Right, thanks for watching everyone, and I will see you back in here tomorrow.